Hey, how you doing? I hope you're well. My name is Paul Turner, if you don't know me, from the Master Plan Affiliates. And excuse the mess in here. It's bin day. I'm emptying the bins. So doing a video from the conservatory for a change. And we're going to talk about knowing your numbers in business. I had a question over the weekend. I wish there was a way of accurately predicting how many ads I need to do to hit the target income I want. Um, and it's a very difficult thing because I don't know how you are going to perform. I don't know, therefore, how any other person is going to perform. So when you're booking ads and things like that, it's very hard to predict. I used to work in mobile phone shop, and I was in a store in a town, and there was a city, and it had a branch, and that was like one of the busiest branches in the company. And they said, because it's so busy, we're going to open another branch, and we want you to go and run it. And I'm like, cool. Yeah, it's because I was on commission. So I'm like, this is brilliant. So anyway, we get there. Job was a dud, right? Didn't work at all. Nobody came in. And then eventually, by the way, they moved me to the other store. So, and that was good. We hit a record and everything. So it wasn't me, it was just the store. But on expectation, we would have thought that other store would have gone really, really well, wouldn't we? So I thought I'd just do a quick video to talk to you about knowing your numbers and the thoughts that go through my head when we approach this. And this gentleman asked me, he's in Power Lead System, and he asked about making $2,000 a month. So let me show you how you can make $2,000 a month with Power Lead System. Potentially, because as I've just said, I can't make you join. I can't make anybody take their purse or wallet out or credit card out and join anything, for one. And number two, I certainly can't make anybody go and do anything like buy a solo ad or do any promotion or anything like that. So let's just jump to the screen, shall we, and have a look at some numbers. I think that might be the best way. Right. So we can come to here. Right, so knowing your numbers. So target is 2K a month. I'll keep this video brief, but if you want to make $2,000 a month, what can you get from the company you are in? Right, so you need to know your numbers. I have spoken to a lot of people online over the years, and I'll tell you what, most people don't understand their own comp plan in a video they're in. So let's keep it simple. The gold membership, okay, it pays $20 a month. It's only $54 a month. So in other words, if you can refer just 3 people, you're actually in a little bit of profit. So that pays $20 per month, and that comes with a 50% check match. And then there's all in, which is $1,500, right? Whoops, $1,500, but that's one time, okay, recurring, happens, okay, 3 months later. Oops. Now, between these two, there's another level called Lead Generation Academy. Teaches you how to get leads. Okay, and that is that pays $90 a month. It's 105. Okay. Whoops. Why is that? All right. Per month. Right. So they're the numbers, right? They're the numbers. So it's only $105, pays 90, $1,500 one time. $20 a month is the lowest commission you can earn with this, right? So for the target, I need I've got my calculator here, but what's $2,000 divided by, let's just do it, 2,000, okay, divided by 20. Well, that is obviously, now we need 100 sales, right? We need 100 sales of that, 100 customers, happy customers paying every month. Okay, this one, okay, is 2,000 divided by $10, right? Because you're 50% chat match. So in other words, if I went out and I just referred one person, but that one person went out and made 200 sales, then I've hit my target without doing a lot, right? So that would be 200 sales. And this one here, 2,000 divided by 90, if you're good at math, divided by 90 is 23 sales. It's 22.2. Can't have 0.2 of a person, right? Equals 23 happy customers paying every month, using the service, taking the commissions, enjoying it. And this one is obviously about 1.3, I think. Okay. 2,000 divided by 1500 equals just 1.3, or a combination of above. Okay, so that's the breakdown. First of all, that's your breakdown. Understand your numbers, right? Now, how do I get the Lead Generation Academy sales and how do I get the $1,500 sales? Well, there's two ways of doing it. One, everybody starts at gold. So I have to go out and I have to promote the gold until I make 100 sales, right? But how then do I get the chat match? Well, if I make videos like this, before you even join, you can already see that I'm trying to help, hopefully. You can already see that I'm trying to educate you. You're coming into this already knowing what you need to do. You're already looking and go, well, it makes sense, obviously, to get more Lead Generation Academy sales if you can, because that's only I could make that $2,000 a month with just 23 people, right? But to get, well, actually, don't forget about, I'm talking about knowing my numbers. LGA and gold, okay, equals, so $90 plus $20 is 110, isn't it? So if they're on the gold membership as well, and they've got the Generation Academy, and everybody starts at gold, then target is 2,000 divided by $110 equals 2,000 divided by 110. Now I'm down to 18.1. Again, can't have 0.1 of a person. 19 happy customers. Now then. Now, does that seem as hard now that we've broken that down? The problem is, though, did you know that before I made this video? Did you know that before I made this video? Probably not. Okay, probably not. So why would I how can I get more of these upgrades? And the answer is what I'm doing now. I am educating, right? So that gentleman can share this video. All my members can share this video, right? Why would I do that? Because it helps my gold members use this video to go and sell more gold members, get more Lead Generation Academies, etc., which means they stay and they're happy, right? And I get my 50% check match on the golds. It also means that as people see the value of going for the all-in, that's $2,000. Okay, you get all the products. You don't pay a monthly for 3 months, right? And you get all the other products that are in there as well. It's $2,000 and it pays $1,500 commission. So you've got the ability to earn your $1,500 commissions as well. And then all of a sudden, you don't need that many sales, do you, to hit a 2K target, right? If you want to make $1,000 a month, you halve all this, right? If you want to make $4,000, $4,000, I believe, is pretty much a full-time income anywhere in the world, I think, isn't it? But now hopefully you can see how you do it, right? Now then, so how do I get people in the front end? Well, social media, totally free, except for your time. Okay, if you value your time, then it's not free, is it? Solo ads. Now we are getting, okay, average. We have been getting 3. I'm going to reduce it to 2 for this. Now this gentleman's only got an average of 1 on each one, but it's a numbers game with solo ads. It's purely a numbers game. Okay, solo ads. We get 100 clicks, $69, and the traffic is converting. It's good. And I can hook you up with that lead source. If you want to know, if you ask in the comments below, I can hook you up. But that's designed to work with this system. Okay. And then also conversion is better here because of AI. So we have an AI assistant to help us actually answer questions plus humans. And the human is the owner of the business who will jump on Facebook chats and phone calls with people quite happily to talk about his business because he loves his business. And to be honest with you, the AI is working 24/7 hours a day, 365 days a year when I can't be working or don't want to work. And Neil, the owner, and he's got a team around him now coming on board, but he will still be taking a very active role in speaking to prospects, not to sell them. This is the thing. People think they're going to get sold to. He knows his company better than I do, right? Because he's been doing it over 10 years. This is a 10-year plus old business. It's got that established credibility that a lot of people crave, right? So the answer is you try and get as many people as you can in the front end, but at the same time, you educate them, okay, on what's possible, right? And then it's just a case of keep feeding the engine, because I don't know if the sun was out yesterday for the first time down here properly. Okay, so a lot of people go out, they're not on their computers. I can't predict that. Okay, when it rains, I used to work in fresh foods, and when it rained, people would all come in. There was a market where I worked, and a lot of people like to go out and buy fruit and veg from the market. But when it rained, they don't want to be in the rain, so they come to the supermarket and then complain if we run out of anything. When for the last 8 weeks they brought all their fruit and veg, from the market. Um, so it's supply and demand sometimes. The main thing I can tell you is this, right? This is the main thing to close the video I can give you. Consistency. Consistency is the main thing. And me and my business partner, Eric, we've worked very hard and Neil's worked very hard on his business, and we've been speaking to him. We worked very hard to try and get a very simple system. We now have something that does work with solo ads, which is amazing, right? Okay, it's amazing. I had one solo ad, I spent $69 and I got 6 sales. 4 of them are still here, right? So, and that's, because there's a trial period they can take and have a look around. So that's how good this can be. But if you do one solo ad and you don't get any results, which can happen, right? And you quit, you've quit. You can't fail with this. You can just quit, right? But if you're consistent and you put some videos out, you share videos, you write some posts, which you can use AI to help with now. And we have a whole onboarding document to help our new members, right? So if you're interested, look, there'll be in the description, I'll leave a link, right? And you can just try out the system and speak to the AI, and it doesn't cost you a penny, right? So know your numbers. Try and get your recipe, your numbers. I know if I use this solo ad provider and buy this many clicks over so many clicks, I know I get an average of 1 sale, 2 sales, 3 sales, 4 sales. Okay, well, that's fine as long as you know what it is and know what you need to do. Because remember, even if you spend out and you don't make all the money back, you've got recurring commissions here, plus a lot of leads that you can follow up with solo ads and make sales from that. See you on the next video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought. And if you're not subscribed, I'm trying to do more of these sort of educational stuff for whatever business you're in. It doesn't have to be what I'm in, okay? But whatever you're in. And also don't forget, if you use this as a front end, because it works with solo ads, if you use this as a front end, you've got a list of people you can promote maybe another business to. So that they might join that, not this. Just think about that. See you later.